Arne Slots has just finished his press conference, and here are the main talking points. Injuries first. He wasn't asked about Konate, Bradley or Tsimikas, but Jota is going to be available in the squad, he believes. Today's training day will basically confirm it. And Chiesa may be in the squad, but he was ill last week, so there's a chance that he may not have got over that. He was asked about Chiesa, though, and he basically said that he's now fit, but he's not match fit. And the only way to get match fit is to play minutes in a match. And at the moment, the games that we're playing, it's hard for Slot to find minutes for him to play because he's just not sure what he's going to see. It may be that he comes into a cup game, or if we're in some game, if we're up 2-3-0, then he may bring him in, but that rarely happens in this league. But that's what he needs, is match fitness. He was asked about Nunes. Apparently Nunes posted something on his Instagram after the game saying that some of the fans weren't supporting him or something. He basically said that Nunes is really disappointed. He missed a couple of chances in the last couple of games, but Slot said that as long as he is working hard and winning the ball high up the pitch, which is what he does well, then the goals will come, and he's happy with that. But he had told Nunes that the last half an hour of the last game, and there was another game, that his standards wasn't good enough, and he had told him that as well, and he said that Nunes was disappointed. But he said, actually, I really like the Liverpool fans because they support Salah when he's scoring and all that, but they also support Nunes when he's not. And that's how you know that it's a special fan base, because we support the players who might not necessarily be playing very well at the moment. He was asked about Maresca, the Chelsea manager. Apparently he said in his press conference that they're not a title challenger. They're not in for the Premier League, even though they're in the second position. Slot said that he's mentioned it a few times, but basically he thinks that the game against Chelsea is the only game this season where he thought the other team were better than us. They're the only team who were constantly winning the ball middle of the pitch against us, and they were the biggest threat against us that we've had. So he said, so in his opinion, yeah, they are one of the best teams he's played against so far. So that would make them champions, potential champions, sorry. He was asked about Fulham. One guy said that in the last 5 games, Liverpool have travelled 4,000 miles across the world, and Fulham haven't even left London. And he was basically said, is freshness come into it, or do you just have to keep playing the same players and hope that they can carry on performing? He basically said that he hopes that it continues, that we do this much travelling, because it shows that we're still in all the competitions. These players are used to it. They've been doing it year in, year out now. And it may be that Fulham are a little bit more rested, but sometimes it's actually better to have the momentum of just continuing to play. So it sort of, you know, it swings and roundabouts. He's going to carry on playing the best team he can and hope that we win a lot. He was also asked about Fulham. He said, look, they only conceded 1 goal against Arsenal, who are one of the best attacking sides in the league, and they only conceded that from a set piece. So that shows how good they are defensively. And they've also scored quite a lot of goals. They've taken a lot of points off the potential top 6 so far this season. So they are a very hard team to beat. But Slot says, you know, we'll put our best team out and go where we can. He had some Feyenoord reporters there, and they asked him about the main differences between Feyenoord and here, and if he missed anything. He said he missed the people. He said he missed the players. Obviously, they won quite a lot over there, and when you win stuff, you do build a bond. He said, but actually, you know, everything here, it's a big club, Feyenoord, but everything here is just bigger. So the country's bigger, so there's more travelling. The games are bigger. He said over there, as Feyenoord, you would fancy to win 7 out of 10 games, but here you literally couldn't say if you're going to win any game. And that's how he said the league is so much higher compared to over there. And he also said about the Christmas break, he said, look, I actually I wanted the Premier League to play Christmas, because when we had breaks over there, I had something to watch. But now I'm in it. Yes, it'd be nice for the players to have a break, but also it's what happens, and it has happened for ages, and it's nice to have football over Christmas. So, you know, he seems pretty keen on that. I can't think he was asked anything else, really. Yeah, I think that was it. So it's a tough game. Fulham are a good side. And the last 2 games, Newcastle and Girona, we haven't looked 100%. Now, the last few times that's happened, we've ended up turning up and absolutely smashing teams. But Fulham are a tough time. I'm going to say we're going to win. I think we're going to win 2-1. Sorry it's a long video. Please follow, please like, please repost. Come on, you Reds.